and thank you for joining us today as we answer your questions, field your concerns, and talk to you about Spring Open House, April 6, 2019, at Cleveland State University. My name is Holly Heminger, and I am currently the Assistant Director of Campus Visits and Orientation at Cleveland State University, and we're really excited to see you on campus soon.
I'm Ryan Hanahan, and I'm admissions counselor here at Cleveland State University.
Awesome. So Spring Open House is one of our largest events. We bring over 1,000 people to campus, and it's proven to be really helpful for our students and guests because we have 50-some resources and offices present that day. So if you have any questions, it's a great day to come and get those answers for you. And so this event is a completely make your own schedule day. So I'll go over some of the details for that. But before you even get to the event, in an email, on a PDF, there's going to be your workbook for the day to show you all the options that we have for the day, as Ryan is showing. So our Spring Open House booklet is going to be given to you as a PDF online. It's going to be on our website and sent to you in an email. And it's like I said, a completely make your own schedule day. So you're also going to get what you can see on the screen right now is an example of a sample schedule for your day. So it's going to give you some ideas of what you can do throughout the day, but then you can make it exactly what you want it to be. And know once you get here, there'll be hundreds of staff members, students, volunteers there to help make your day exactly what you want it to be.
So I personally love Cleveland State University just because we have, especially our unique and urban campus. It's a little bit different than most college campuses, so I think the Spring Open House is a great way to kind of show that off and show all the students, who are coming in that year, everything we have to offer for them.
Yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is talking about some frequently asked questions that we hear all the time for Spring Open House, and then at the very end we're going to be talking to you all about the questions that you might have. So if you do have questions, make sure that you're typing them at the bottom of the event right on Facebook, and we'll go through those questions at the very end. We'll listen for them, and then we'll answer them for you as we go on.
And then if you happen to share the feed while you're watching, you'll actually be entered to win some prizes. So some stickers, t-shirts, bandanas, all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, if you're watching, share the feed and enter yourself for some prizes. All right, so Holly, so you mentioned this is a make-your-own kind of schedule event. So can you explain a little bit more what that means?
Sure. So for that day, as I mentioned before, you're going to be getting a PDF of the entire program of things that you can decide what you want to do for that day. And so I'm going to be going over a lot of those options so that you know what to expect. So number one, we have a campus fair. This is open from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. all day. And so we have over 50 offices, programs, resources that are going to be present that day. So you can talk to things like disability services, the colleges on our campus, financial aid, and all kinds of other resources that you might have questions for. So that will be open all day for our students as well. Campus tours. So our awesome tour guides are going to be here all day as well. So whatever you want to see that day, we're going to make sure that that's happening. And it's a jump on, jump off option. So let's say that you're going through campus, but you really want to explore the engineering building. So we'll have our tour guides go through campus. Once you get to the engineering building, you can actually jump off the tour, go explore that building, and then wait at that tour stop sign for your tour guide to come back, and then you can continue on your day. Residence halls. So we have two different residence halls on our campus, Fenn Tower and Euclid Commons, and that is going to be open all day as well. So our residence life staff is going to be wonderfully waiting for all of our students and guests in the lobby of Fenn Tower. So if you want to see a room in Fenn Tower or Euclid Commons, or if you just have general questions for our residence life staff, you can talk to them. They'll be in the lobby all day and being able to answer questions. And like I mentioned before, we have that jump on, jump off option. So our tour guides can take you exactly to that lobby where you will be meeting with Residence Life. Arts Campus and Film Tour. So these are completely separate opportunities for students, and we have two different times for Arts Campus tours to go downtown Cleveland in the Middow Center to look at the different things we have offered. Our film school, it's brand new and we're really excited about it, and we have one tour offered at noon on Spring Open House, and that'll all be departing from the first floor of the Student Center, and that will be explained in a little bit of where that is located, but most of our events that day do start in our Student Center. We have mock classes that are going to be offered, so 3 different mock courses. So if you're interested in seeing what a class is like at Cleveland State, there are 3 different options for you to sit in on a class and just see what it's like to be a Cleveland State student. College-specific programming, so that's really exciting. If you know you want to study a specific major or you want to be in a specific college, they have programming all day, whether it's just at the campus fair and having a table there, info sessions, lab tours, so there's a lot of options for specific colleges. colleges. If you're interested in talking to faculty members, advisors, or coordinators in a specific college or program. Info sessions. So we have general info sessions that are offered all day, from financial aid to how to be successful in college. We have sessions about, let's say you don't know what you want your major to be. We have people there that can talk to you too. So great info sessions offered all day as well. And then one other really exciting thing is we have some discounts going on too. So 10% off at the Viking Outfitters bookstore, 20% off at dining facilities, and free access to our recreation center if you bring a valid state ID. So that's just something to remember too. If you want to check that out and use it for the day, you're more than welcome. Just remember that you bring your state ID to be able to get into our recreation center.
Yeah, so you weren't lying. That is a lot of options. There's a lot of things for students to do.
Yeah.
But that's why we encourage you guys check out the PDF, the booklet, so you can make that schedule. If I was coming for the spring open house, I would probably set up a session, go check out the college that I'm specifically interested in, then stop into the campus fair just to see different things that are happening on campus that I can get involved with, and then probably finish up with the campus tour, just so again I can get myself used to walking around in this urban and unique campus a little bit more.
Which would be a great idea, Ryan. Like he said, it may be a program that he's interested in, or a college that he's interested, making sure that he's making his schedule exactly like he wants it, so that you're getting the most out of this filled, really fun day.
All right, so I'm signed up for a spring open house. Where do I go and where do I park?
Awesome. So we can show you on the screen right now, too, what parking might look like on campus. So Central Garage is our main parking for the day, but all of our parking garages, for a couple exceptions, which I can read to you as well. So you want to make sure you don't park in Prospect Garage, Lot 40, Lot 54, or Lot 66. So Central Garage, if you actually put it in your GPS as 1900 East 21st Street, you'll find your way to Central Garage. But it's really easy that day. If you see anyone that is working at a garage or a lot, or see that they're wearing something from CSU or have a spring open house button, you can say, I'm here for spring open house, and they'll direct you to the right places to park. We also have plenty of parking signs, lots of A-frames that are going to be put all around campus, so that you know exactly where to park that day.
All right, so got the car in the parking garage. Where and when do I go to check in?
Awesome. So next on the screen, you are going to see our Student Center is circled. And you can always look up our campus map online and look for Student Center is CS, or Central Garage is CG. So if you need some help coordinating that, I would recommend looking that up and downloading it online too. But our Student Center is the hub of our spring open house. So once you park anywhere on campus, you come inside to the Student Center. First floor is check-in. And like I said many times, it is a make your own schedule day. So let's say you look at the PDF and you realize the session you want to go to, the only thing you want to see starts at, let's say, 11 o'clock. You're welcome to check in at 10 o'clock, but our check-in does start at 8 a.m. So it's really important that if you want to spend the whole day at campus, you get there early. Check in at the first floor of the Student Center, which is 2121 Euclid Avenue. You check in at the Student Center. We have tons of staff there to help you. And then once you check in, we'll help you continue on your day and make it exactly what you want. But like I said, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is the main point of check-in, but we have check-in open all day long. So if you decide to come later in the day, we'll be able to accommodate you too.
Perfect. Awesome. So do I need to be a senior in the high school to attend spring open house?
Absolutely not. So we have students that are coming freshman to senior year in high school. We have transfer students. We have a special spring open house welcome for veteran students. We have transfer students, non-traditional age students. So we really encourage that if anyone wants to come check out Cleveland State for the first time, a second time, whenever, that you come and check it out, register, and we'd be excited to have you. And especially for our juniors. So we do not have an official welcome for anyone except our juniors. So our juniors actually can check in with everyone else at the Student Center, but we encourage you to check in 8 o'clock, 8:30, because the welcome for juniors starts right at 9 a.m. in a different building right next to our Student Center. So at 9 a.m., promptly at 9 a.m., we're going to be starting our junior welcome, juniors only, and we're going to be talking about the admissions process, some other things for Cleveland State. We'll have a great student panel to answer questions, and we'll go in detail over the schedule for the day. So if you have specific questions, or this is your first stop at Cleveland State, we want to make sure as a junior you know exactly what you're looking for and that we're able to help you for the day. So we do encourage that juniors, when you sign up and you register, you know that your welcome starts right at 9 a.m. And so maybe doing your check-in might happen at around 8:30, 8:15, so we get you to the right spot and you don't rush in and not know where you're going, but we'll make sure that you get to the right place. But yeah, juniors only welcome promptly at 9 a.m.
Awesome. So obviously this is a really big event for students interested in Cleveland State University, but what about guests who want to attend as well?
Yeah, so we really encourage that guests come, parents come, grandparents, siblings. We like to see that a lot of people are interested in Cleveland State, but our students need the support of their guests as well. So there is a place on the registration that you can indicate how many guests you're bringing, and that just helps us know and be prepared for the mass number of people that might be attending.
So when I do attend Spring Open House, am I able to bring transcripts and also apply during that day?
Yeah, so we, on the third floor of the Student Center, it is called our Next Step Station. It's in 313, 315, which if you're getting confused about all these different locations and everything, don't worry about it. We will show you when you get there. But the Next Step Station, you can bring your transcripts, you can apply that day. If you do apply that day, we'll waive your application fee, and we'll have our whole admissions staff up there so they can help you with next steps. They can make sure that if you need to look at your application, if you need to sign up for orientation, if you've been admitted, if you need to pay your enrollment fee, all these next steps that you might have questions about, we will have a station specifically for you so you can turn those transcripts in, pay your enrollment fee. And like I said, if you apply that day at Spring Open House and you're a senior or a transfer student, we'll go ahead and waive that application fee for you.
Okay. So obviously there's a lot of information, a lot of things going on, a lot of things that our students want to get involved with, but there's sure to be a lot of questions that go along with it. So if I were a student, how would I know who to ask if I had any specific questions during the day?
Yeah, so luckily a lot of our staff, students, and volunteers, they're going to be wearing something CSU, but most of them will be wearing these Spring Open House volunteer buttons. They're big buttons. Everyone's going to have one. So if you see someone that has this button that you can see on the screen right now, Spring Open House Volunteer, feel free to ask them any questions and they'll direct you to the right place. They'll look at the schedule with you. They'll make sure that you have all your answers. And we will, on the first floor, also have a space that you can see a large sign that says, questions about your schedule today, ask me. And we'll have someone stationed there all day. So even after you check in and you don't want to go up to one of the main tables, you can ask someone at that table. But I really recommend asking anyone that's wearing Cleveland State. Maybe they have on a polo or a t-shirt, but that button is a big indicator that those people are trained and prepared to answer any questions you have for the day. So we're really, really excited to have everyone there. But if you are interested in registering or if you have questions, I am going to put this screen up too. So this is the number to the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. So if you have questions for them, you can call that number, or if you want to register over the phone, you can also call that number. But if you want to do it all online, if you see the link right below it says visit csuohio.edu/openhouse, you can go online and register as well. We encourage people to register as soon as possible because then you'll get that PDF, you can make your schedule, and if any questions come up, you can call us or you can email our office as well. But you're always welcome to register even close to the day of, day before, but we're really excited to have everyone on campus. And so that does actually finish all of our frequently asked questions. So we want to look and see if we do have any questions that popped up on Facebook before we move on with our day.
All right, so the one question was what else to do on campus, also around Cleveland. Like I said before, we are an urban campus, so we are right in the middle of the city. So what are some other things to do, not just on campus, but around the city as well?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So luckily, our location for our university is a great spot. So let's say that you went to a couple sessions and then you decided to go explore downtown Cleveland. We have really great public transportation. So you can always ask someone with a button or a current CSU student, maybe you want to eat something off campus, you want to explore downtown. You can always go ahead and do that after you see some of your sessions. We also have 4 different athletic programs that are being offered that day through Cleveland State Athletics. So if you want to go see a game, you want to see what our athletics looks like, you can always go do that, which is a great option. And then there are just tons of things around campus and off campus. So we recommend that if you're not from Cleveland, you're from a different city, you're driving in, take the time to go see our awesome city and why we love not only our campus, but the city that we're involved in.
So we talked about being able to apply when you come for Spring Open House. So besides your transcripts, what else should students bring with them if they are looking to apply when they come for Spring Open House?
Okay, so for the general admissions application, what we need is high school transcripts and test scores, so ACT or SAT scores. So let's say that you are applying that day. If you can bring them with you in sealed envelopes, that's great, but if not, you can always submit them at another time. We need all official transcripts as well, so make sure that you're not printing them just online and then bringing them. We need them official from the high school. If you have any CCP credits or college credits, we need transcripts from those schools as well. Transfer students especially, we need those transcripts from other universities. But like I said, they have to be official. So if you can't get them that day of, you can't pick up an envelope or have it mailed to you, don't worry about it. I would recommend having it sent later to our university.
Right. So one of the questions we just got is, when does registration for the fall semester close?
So specifically for registration for the fall semester, we do have what's called rolling enrollment, but we suggest that people apply as soon as possible for scholarships, for getting into a residence hall if you want to live on campus, and getting everything figured out. We also encourage students to apply sooner than later so that they can sign up for orientation, they can get in the classes they want to, they can meet with their advisor. So there's a lot of benefits to applying sooner than later, mostly the external ones about living on campus, scholarships especially, so we want to make sure students are doing that. If students are curious about the last date to register for Spring Open House, they can register even the day of. We will have walk-in registration on April 6th in the Student Center, but like I mentioned before, it's best to register as soon as possible just so we are better prepared in our office for how many students and guests to expect the day of.
So we have a lot of different places to eat on campus. Could you explain a little bit more, what is available for our students, not to eat just on campus, but also like coffee shops or places just to get something quick to eat on their way to classes?
Great. So for dining on campus, specifically on Spring Open House, almost all of our dining facilities are going to be open. So Viking Marketplace is kind of like an all-you-can-eat option. So some students who have dining on campus, they have swipes. You can also use like cash or a credit card or debit card to get in, and so it's a swipe all you can eat option, so that'll be open the day of. We also have a coffee shop at the front of our student center that is Cleveland State affiliated, and so you can grab coffee the morning of, and then we have tons and tons of options off campus as well. We have fantastic on-campus places to eat for dining options that students can check out for Spring Open House, and then plenty of options right around campus too. All right, so we really appreciate that everyone listened, and if anyone has any questions, I also recommend again to reach out to our office. The phone number and website is on the screen again, but we are the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. We're really excited to see you all at Spring Open House on April 6, 2019. And again, thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you on campus soon.
Thank you.